Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo June 11, 2022. Early today, tensions can build regarding matters of boundaries, money, power dynamics, or respect. Attractions can be intense, but you can also feel unsatisfied if you feel out of balance. Comfort needs assume more importance today with the moon in your solar second house. As the day advances, you can enjoy opportunities for spirit-lifting activities. Your love of learning is pronounced, and you're inclined to want to explore different tastes and interests. Warm verbal exchanges can figure strongly. Sound energy is with you for trust in your close relationships. Steer away from power struggles and toxic entanglements. While this is never a good idea, you're more likely to succumb to the feisty influence of Mars and Jupiter in Aries, especially since they're currently conjugating via your intimate 8th house of mergers, transformation, shared resources, and soulmate connections. Keep in mind that the moon continues to glimmer through your stability-seeking second house of comfort, values, and sense of security, but it will simultaneously oppose hot-headed Mars and the wounded healer, Chiron, in the process. On a brighter note, with your planetary ruler, Mercury, wandering through your 9th house of discovery, there's an important lesson for you. Financial stressors may pop up today when the moon in Libra opposes Mars and Chiron in Aries. You may feel the weight of your budget during these oppositions, especially if you are spending more than saving or struggling to meet your financial goals. Of course, these oppositions imply that there might be financial constraints working against you, like paying off a loan. But instead of becoming overly frustrated, take a step back to consider what actions you can take to restore financial harmony in your life. You have more power over your money than you realize. Are you interested in making some investments? If so, this is a good day to pore over the financial pages of the newspaper, study the Dow Jones reports, and consult with people who know about these things. There are probably a number of possibilities you're considering, and you need to learn about them in detail before taking any action. This is a great day to collect that information. Do it. Relations and friends are having a hard time with you and vice versa. Put an end to this mutual feeling of frustration, be honest with yourself and consider compromising on some points. Talking to people to clear things up is also a big help. Regard today's negative atmosphere as an opportunity to resolve conflicts permanently. If you're seeing someone, today brings you to a new challenge or opportunity in the relationship. Your energy is stable enough that you can make the most of it, but your partner may need some coaxing. Whatever you try to achieve is criticized and unlikely to be accepted in a very favorable way, especially if you feel undue pressure to perform any kind of activity. It is far better to delay important activities or decisions until you feel positive about the outcome. Use your sense of humor to relieve any tension. With today's celestial atmosphere, you may feel the urge to spruce up your surroundings. But there's no need to make a major financial investment. There's plenty you can do simply with creative arrangements of paintings, plants, and flowers. Candlelight does wonders to soften a room and make everything glow. Your home filled with friends, flowers, and candles would put any decorating magazine to shame. Now is the time to further develop the relationships that already exist in your life. Take some time in the later part of the day to reflect on their condition and growth. Also, while you are in that quiet reflective space, spend some quality time building that relationship with yourself. If there isn't a quiet place inside that gives you the opportunity to contemplate, get out into the great outdoors. While things take a more playful and adventurous turn from today, and this will continue to dominate over the weekend, this is a chance to let things settle as the moon wraps up an important few days across the income, work, and career fronts. The moon not only wraps up its monthly visit to your income sector today, but having connected with the Sun on the career and Saturn on the job front, at a critical point in the year for both. The weekend spirit can guard against overthinking things as your subconscious processes what it has downloaded. It is pure coincidence that just as Venus and Uranus align in your romantic sector, bringing the laws of attraction and synchronicity together. That a friendly aspect between Mercury and Pluto also brings a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia together again. This sets the scene for a romantically charged weekend, with the communication and relationship gods also planning something special. Our eyes in the sky. Deliberate, leisurely Taurus is at work influencing some pretty weighty planetary bodies today, including the emotional North Node, communicative Mercury, money goddess Venus, revolutionary Uranus, and strategic asteroid Pallas, so there's no real rush to do much of anything. This isn't a lazy day per se, but it's a time to slow down the pace and reflect with very careful consideration before making your next major move. The future is in focus now, and the bull's steady background energy is beneficial for each of these planetary bodies that are receiving its slow-paced vibes. Getting what we desire and deserve, aka the best things in life, whatever that means to you, is at the forefront, but there's absolutely no rush. Do you want a more satisfying love life? More money? Job security? Loyalty from the people you care most about? These things are attainable in the future, says today's persevering planetary focus, as long as you're willing to be patient. Finding your footing might be hard if you're struggling to fully embrace a new philosophy and belief. If you keep your mind open, you can dive into the spirited energy. This means that you could share confidential information and ruin this morning's positive vibe. Think before you express yourself to avoid unnecessary drama. And don't accidentally spill the beans about a situation you are seeing from the sidelines and know little about. That way, you can avoid accidentally stirring the pot and stay out of the drama. In the morning, the Libra moon opposes Mars in Aries, giving us a fighting spirit. We air grievances, assigning blame to those who have not been able to facilitate our desires or support us in the same way we have supported them. However, the Libra moon often finds us slipping into self-negation, where we willingly sacrifice too many of our personal needs. We cannot, in hindsight, be angry that our unsolicited sacrifices have gone unappreciated. Our partners or friends cannot read our minds. We are likely angry at ourselves now, and our aggressions are being levied inappropriately. Instead of becoming hostile, take responsibility for your desires, and make your needs clear while reframing criticisms as my problems instead of your problems. After noon, the moon opposes Chiron in Aries, continuing the day's sensitivities. While this aspect stimulates past pain points, it can also be one of self-forgiveness and forgiveness of others. We have a greater than usual capacity for relating to others' insecurities. This means that harsh words spoken earlier in the day can be reassessed, paving the way for a future apology. We'll come to realize that even though our interactions feel personal, not everything is about us.